Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's live stream. Oh, we've got a bit of echo, but let's sort that out straight away. Right, it clearly means that my sound's working, doesn't it, if I can hear myself? Give me a big thumbs up or a F in the chat. Just say something in the chat just to let me know that my sound is working. I can see the bars moving, so I think you can hear me. Let's crack on with the game. Hopefully you can see me now as well. Here I am in my office with well, it's basically my work office. um, I haven't done this in a while. It's been a while, hasn't it? I have decided to get back into doing this because it's fun, really, isn't it? Getting lost around the world. If this is the first time that you have been watching me, you are in for a treat because we are going to go to 5 random locations somewhere in the world. I don't know where it's going to be. And it's going to basically, we're going to teleport around the world using Google Street View. And I've got to figure out in 10 minutes or less where I am. I'm not allowed to Google anything, and I'm not allowed to get any external help. So everything that you see on my screen is what I can see, and I've got to basically be as accurate as possible. Each round is 10 minutes, so it's a 50-minute game, but there'll be maybe a bit of time in between just to reset. And that's kind of the rules. If it's your first time watching tonight, do me a favour and try to subscribe. It'd be really good. Even if you don't intend to watch any more of my streams, just subscribe anyway because YouTube likes me, and well, it makes the YouTube algorithm then likes me. So yeah, it'd really do me a huge favour. Right, we are gonna crack on with the stream, and we're gonna get on with our first round. Also, stick around to the end if you want to take part in future games and be a part of the stream. You can. So at the end of the game, I will put out a code for the next game that I'm going to play, and it gives you guys a chance to go and play the game yourself. It's free to play. You can have a go, see how you did, and then you will feature in my game, and you'll be able to see on the leaderboard how you compare against everyone else who played and against myself. So a bit of fun, and obviously you get to make a fool of me by all beating me. Last thing, before I click the start game button and start that clock going down, please no spoilers in the chat. If you're playing along at home, don't put answers for me in the chat. I can see the chat. If you're someone who knows me, don't go messaging me on my phone. Talk to me in the chat, and I will do my best to talk to you either on the keyboard or just by responding to you, whichever way it goes. Right, without further ado. Oh, and by the way, no, with further ado, just for a laugh, put some wrong answers in the chat. That'll be quite funny. Just put some of the stupidest answers you can come up with in the chat, just for a laugh, and have a good time in there because that's what we're all here for tonight. It's just to have a bit of a laugh for the next 50 minutes. Here we go. We are in the game, and this is what I can see. So we are in Guatemala. That is pretty easy. I'm not going to lie. I was going to suggest Mexico, but no, this is obviously Guatemala. There's a question. Do I know where Guatemala is? That was very lucky. So sometimes you're lucky with this game. Sometimes the game can put you in a field. Sometimes it can put you in a city. That is the fun of it. It can be anywhere in the world as long as there is Street View. Now, there are challenges with this game, such as the camera not behaving because it's based on Google Maps and it's not always perfect. Now, the challenge that I've got to deal with here in the next 10 minutes is we are in Guatemala, but that's quite a big country and I don't know what city we're in. So we need to try and figure out what city this is. So I need to look at some of these signs. They're pretty low resolution, so I can't read them. What I want to try and do, I want to try and escape this suburb now because this is like back streets. That taxi might tell me a bit more info. Sometimes the taxis have places written on them. Villanueva, yes, you see, exactly. Right, so let's go to this map. Guatemala, where is it? That's the... yeah, I've just realised I have no clue where... Oh, Guatemala's up there. Oh, right. Well, now I know. And I've already forgot the name of the place. But I think Villanueva is not going to be on this sort of map. Well, it will be, but you have to zoom quite far in because that's not the name of a major city. That will be like a suburb or something. I'm just going to put my pin in the map just to start with, in the capital of Guatemala. So I've got at least a first guess. We've got 8 minutes to improve that guess now. There was another taxi back there, but I'll maybe look for bigger clues first. Right, okay, bigger clue. Is there anything on this sign? I don't read Spanish, but I mean, well, actually, no, I can do a bit of Spanish. Nothing, no place names on there. That's what we've got to look for now. We've got to look for some place names. I think, yeah, really, I need to stick with plan A, which is escape these back streets. I don't know how to escape the back streets. They do tend to go on for miles. Oh, hang on, is this a government building? They often have logos on them. Yeah, Villanueva is definitely the place. You see, this is one of the challenges you have to face, is that, I want to go that way, but it won't let me. We're definitely in Villanueva, that's for sure. But now the question is, can we find out where Villanueva is? This is all or nothing, really, because if I can find out like what city or what part of the country Villanueva is in, then we will get our location. And yes, so this is really frustrating. I want to go down that way and it's not letting me. So a bit of an obstacle there. Now we're stuck behind a bus. Yeah, so I don't really want to be going this way. It feels like the city is behind us. But for whatever reason, we've got, not everywhere has got complete Google Maps coverage. And the other thing is sometimes it lets you take really big steps down the street, just like there and just like there. Sometimes it makes you take really small ones. Again, just small little annoying things. Oh, Hotel Titanic. Oh, well, it must be an island. Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, it's Ireland. Yeah, it explains the standard of living, really, doesn't it? It's clearly Ireland. No, just joking. Ireland's a great country. I've never been, but I've seen it on TV. Yeah, right. Just so many signs for Villanueva, which basically just means new town, by the way. Villanueva. I know what that means. It just means new town. We're back here. I don't know how I've ended up back here. Let's just go back to the start. And go this way. This way, we're going south. Right, we're at this road. Let's go this way along it. So I've just got to escape these back streets, because then I can find. Oh, we're back here where it went. Yeah, we're back behind the bus. This is frustrating. Right, okay, back to the start. Right, last time I went south. What if I go north? Go the opposite way. I played one of these in South Korea, and I got surprisingly close to where I was. The problem was that there was only 3 streets I could access, because the street view only had 3 streets of that whole city. I think that bloody bus. I knew I was on that street then, and now so we're seeing another problem here, is that the camera also warps sometimes. I'm really not sure where I am here, but I'm just trying to get out of this place, and it doesn't look like whoever's captured Street View has captured many streets in the area. We're back at Hotel Titanic. We've basically just gone around the block here, but I went south last time, didn't I? So let's go north. But this is not the way I want to be going, because you see now we're leaving town here, and the roads are running out as well. We'll get to a point where there's just no more roads to follow, and it's put us down this dead end. This is a pretty poor quality map, I'm going to say. But you win some, you lose some. Could be worse. We could be in Russia. You'll see if we get a round in Russia why Russia's really difficult. I'll give you a clue. It's a big country. It takes a long time to cross Russia on Google Maps. Right, I think we're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. I've got 3 minutes left though. That's the problem. So in a minute, I might just have to bail out and start looking at where Villanova is, and maybe just zoom in on the capital and hope that it's a suburb of the capital. Right, there's some information on that sign. I can't quite make it out. Let's have a look. No, I can't read that. Damn it. Oh well. Come on. Oh, now it's taking me backwards. I clicked forwards. Come on. This never happens to the professional players, I swear. You watch the professionals and they never seem to have any problem going where they click. All right. So this another sign for Villanueva. Do any of the signs with Villanueva say where Villanueva is? Oh yes, Colonia Enriqueta, Zone of 5. Mm-mm-mm. That's got to be Villanueva. It's literally right. Oh god, all I had to do was zoom in. Oh, that's unbelievable. Can I find the Titanic Hotel? Hotel California is over there. Zone 5 is down there. Ooh. Right, okay, let's go back to the start. Let's go looking for a street name because the streets are numbered. That's not a U2 reference, by the way. It's just literal. Zone 1, 13th Street. Okay. How are they numbered? So that sign saying Zone 5 was clearly wrong. Right, I'm studying. By the way, I know that you guys might not be able to read this because, like, the stream isn't particularly good at rendering text. I need that. Are we in the north part of it? There's a 10th Street there, 6th Street, 10th Street. There's a lot of places here. I was really hoping that Hotel Titanic would just jump out. We're going to be close, but I don't think we're going to be exact within a minute, unless I have a bit of luck. I mean, I've had a bit of luck so far. I should have just zoomed straight in on the on Guatemala. Guatemala City is the capital of Guatemala, isn't it? There's 12th Street there, but I don't think that this 13th Street here is going to be right. Let's just have a look at the orientation of the street. So, which one's 13th? Is this 13th? This one. It is, isn't it? So this goes sort of southish. That goes sort of southish. 7th Street. Is this by any chance 7th Street? It's nice of that they have actually labelled the streets. Not every country does. Wait, it was labelled. It's back there. Oh god, we've got 10 seconds. 5, 4. 7th Street. We're on that corner. We've got it. Oh, we were 200 meters off. I wouldn't have got it anyway because that's 7th Street D, and I didn't realize that there's a 7th Street A. But wow, that was close. If I'd have just had another 10 seconds, I would have been right on it. But we're not going to get a perfect score. We were 230 meters off. Damn. But there you go. There's the thrill of the chase. So let's go for the next round. Where are we going to end up? By the way, not seeing anything in chat. Feel free to make fun of me. I encourage it. I'll try and give you my first guess of where we are right now. I'll move around a bit and then I'll shout out a country. Hey, that guy's waving to us. Hello. That's nice of him. Can I ask him where we are? Hola. ¿Cómo usted? That might not even be the right language. Can I read something on here? That is a bit blurry, but maybe looks a bit Germanish. But this doesn't look like Germany. I mean, in fact, there's a lot of Italian cars, but it's not Italy either. Surely not. No, I mean, it's too run down. And I'm getting messages on. I was going to say I'm getting messages on WhatsApp. They're not related to the stream. I was going to say if you do want to get in touch with me whilst I'm on live streaming, just chat in YouTube because I will answer. Right. Okay, so we've got, yeah, okay, it's definitely not German. I can read this, but I'm not going to. Um, I can read Russian. I'm not sure if it is Russia. Just because it's in, like, how do you pronounce it? Cyrillic or Cyrillic or whatever it is. There's a little down there. That's doesn't seem very Russian either. Hang on, there was a flag. Let's go back. Is it Bulgaria? It's Bulgaria. Okay, we're in Bulgaria. Yep, they use the Russian alphabet. So, yeah, you can tell it's not Russia because the fact that they've got street signs. Russia, so that's one of the other challenges with Russia is in Russia, you're just expected to know where you are. The Russian government doesn't tell you where you are. If you don't know where you are in Russia, then that's kind of your problem. Is the Russians' sort of stance on the matter? They don't have many road signs. So now we just got to find out where in Bulgaria we are. Are we in Sofia? There is a sign up here for it's a 40 mile an hour speed limit or 40 km an hour. I thought it was a motorway or something like that. But that's what we want to do now is try and find. Oh, this is where reading the language. Garavo, Garavo is no, gave can't pronounce it. What does that say? Godina. Oh, we're in Godina. Ah, you see, told you I can read the language. We're in Godina. Ha 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 ha. That is a place, isn't it, Godina? I'm sure I've heard of that before. Or am I just making that up? That does say Godina. It's just that I now can't see it on the map. Let's just put a random thing in here and then we'll try and find out more. That does say Godina. Yeah, okay. And that says Garavo or something like that. Anyway, yes. So I can read the alphabet, but I'm not very good at it. It's one of my many talents. So the title of this episode is now Chris tries to read Russian and doesn't do it very well. But I swear that there is a place called Godina. That rings a bell somehow. We need to just keep going. Find more clues. Let's not get hung up at this stage. I always try to figure out like the part of the country I'm in first. Right, we've got some good clues. So motorway number 44. The numbering of these is sometimes a bit confusing as well. So 49. There was a number 5 in there as well, wasn't there? So I'm just reading now, trying to find either the 5 or the 44. It's a bit of luck whether I find them or not. There's a 5. And Haskovo. That sounds right. Because I thought I saw something that said Haskovo. So that's Sevlivo, 24 kilometers away on the 44, and then the 5. So there's the 5. And the 5 actually goes quite far down. Is the 5 one of these that goes the whole length of the country? I think it is. It doesn't really help. Yes, the 5 is annoyingly, and I'm just trying to work out whether there's a pattern to the numbering of the roads, whether they like go north-south or something like that. 44. Gavravo. Haha. Gavravo is there. Get in there. Right, let's try and figure out like where we were when we started. So we've got 3 minutes to try and narrow it down now. We've got a decent score already, but let's try and nail this. So we're going north. Got to remember we're going north. And we keep going north. And then this is where we get this dead end, but there's a way to get out of it. And then there's a massive road that runs parallel. And then there's that little. Right, can I find the little? Is that going to be on the map? I think we crossed a river, didn't we? Hmm. And there's a big roundabout. Is that that? Is there a little on the roundabout? Nah, that's too small of a roundabout. It's too big of a roundabout rather. There's no train station nearby either. Right, okay, let's just try and find more stuff. We've only got 2 minutes left though. So now we've really got to try and narrow it down. But I'm very happy that I can read Russian because yeah, I picked up on the fact that it's Gavrovo. I would have never have found that. Yeah, my phone is going absolutely wild, by the way. I think people are trying to talk to me about the game, but like, yeah, I can't really check my messages whilst I'm playing. Right, back to, so we're going south. We're going south down one of the main roads. Right, and if we keep going south down this main road, such a long road that goes south. So that's got to be, I bet that's that. Is that, found the little. So we must be there. My gym. We passed my gym, didn't we? Right, so this loops round. Oh, and then it joins the main road. It joins the main road outside what? I've got 58 seconds. This is going to be another last minute one. Got to figure it out. Okay, so we're just slightly south of this, so we're at the first junction. We're basically around here somewhere. So my gym was slightly north of us, and there's a place called CBA. Yeah, that must be that. Can I get closer? So this little path goes north-south. Yeah, which that does. And then, yeah, there was that dead end down there. And then there's a T-junction. Not quite. Oh, no, we're on this road. Guess. Oh, we were so close. Again, 400 meters. I was just in slightly the wrong place. I was actually further down than I thought I was. But I actually was on the right road. So it was that outer road. Yeah, that now makes more sense that it curves round. And then that's the T-junction there. So yeah, we're pretty close. Right, I'm just going to just see what's going on. Right, just going to turn my phone completely off. Sorry, I do seem to get a lot of messages as soon as I start live streaming. Yeah, but feel free again. Oh, actually, if you don't have a YouTube account, I guess you can't chat in here. But still, get a YouTube account, subscribe, and then start making some jokes. Right, where are we this time? Another person waving at me. Like, I must be the most popular person in the world because everybody wants to wave. Manicare. America or Canada, maybe. Let's see which one. They can be quite hard sometimes to tell apart. And I'm not familiar with Arco as a brand. Oh, America, okay, yeah, like this straight away, just like, yeah, American flags. So now where are we in America? It's a big country. Let's try and narrow it down. Do nothing on there, but we have found civilization already, so that's a start. And being a gas station there, that means that this must be a major road, because they only put gas stations on major roads in America. 56th Street, that'll be useful for later. Yeah, we just need one of those really nice companies that puts their whole address on the sign. Oh, we don't want to go that way. So this is another challenge that we have to deal with is old cameras. Some parts of Google Street View were last updated a long way away, a long time ago, sorry, not a long way away, a long time ago. So you get really poor image quality. So there seems to be some writing on here, but that's too hard to read. That's a shame because I think that might have actually told me as well. So we need to figure out what state it is. Otherwise it's going to be hilariously difficult because it's such a big country. So let's try and find the state. It's a shame that that the camera went a bit horrible in the opposite direction because it looked like that was maybe the way that we should have gone. But we are going pure north because it's America. They only have 4 directions, the cardinal directions. The Americans haven't actually invented any other directions other than north, east, south, and west. So let's just keep going this way. I guess what I need to find really is an interstate. That's always the gold mine if you can find an interstate. So it's going to National Route 16, but that's not particularly useful because it's not like England where you can just go, oh yeah, that's the M1. Because so Route 16 will be basically like an A road in English. It'd be just an A road. So trying to find an A road on a map of Britain, good luck to you. There's thousands of them, and there'll be quite a lot. They also reuse numbers in America as well, very annoyingly. Every state numbers things the same as its surrounding states. Have you, very nicely, nope, you've not put any state name on your sign. I mean, why would you? I mean, you don't need to repeat what state you're in, do you? Does this say anything? Orchard, apartments, nope. I'm trying to think if I was to guess where this was in America. I don't want to embarrass myself, but I'd be guessing like Seattle, Washington way, just because it's very green. Uh, it's hard to tell. It really is. Like you can't just tell from the shrubbery where you are in America, unless you're like one of the world's best players of GeoGuessr. Right, this sign looks like it might be useful. Tacona Public Works, South Orchard Street, Tacoma. I know where Tacoma is. Isn't there a big lake there? Lake Tacoma. Right, municipal site. Nope, no sign, no information on there that I can read. That's a shame as well. I'm being a bit unlucky here. That municipal buildings usually stay the state because they're funded by the state, so they're usually pretty decent. I'm now trying to think where Tacoma is. Is there such thing as the Tacoma Narrows Bridge? Is that a thing? Or is that somewhere else? In which case, oh no, I don't know where that is. Just outside San Francisco, maybe? Hmm. None of these signs give us a state either. We're being a bit unlucky, but we're back up to another gas station at least. Maybe we can pick up a road sign. That's what I really want, is a sign that gives me some good geographic information about what's around here. This is the sort of round, by the way, where I would get the full points if I had unlimited time. So I'd eventually click until I find the exact clue that I want. But right now, clues are not coming in, and I think now we just need a bit of luck. It really is down to luck sometimes, this game, though. Sometimes, I mean, when we was in Guatemala, I wouldn't have got that we were in Guatemala in a million years if it wasn't for the fact that there was a sign saying Guatemala on the wall. It made it pretty easy. Seattle, Portland. Wow. How about that? My guess was actually right. We were in Washington. No way. Tacoma is in Washington. No way. And it was Route 16, was it not? So yes, we're on Route 16. 16 to Bremerton. So Bremerton's there. East to Seattle and Portland. Okay. Wasn't we in Fernwood? That rings a bell. Right, I've got 2 minutes 55 to figure out where this is. So let's go up to the big road. Orchard, wasn't it? Yeah. East Port Orchard. Oh, were we on one of these? Port Orchard, South Orchard, Circuit Drive, 56th Street. How's it numbered out here? Is there a 56th Street out here? I mean, there were signs saying to get to Seattle, so we could be quite a way. Right, I don't want to spend any more time clicking around there. I want to get a solid town name, which can also be tricky, by the way. I'm just amazed that I knew that this was Seattle for some reason. Well, I didn't know it was Seattle. I knew it was Washington. I just had a good gut instinct on that one. That's all I can say. Yeah, I am a bit lucky with that. Which way's the road going? So the road's going east, west. Okay. I'm just going to take a real guess at this and say that we're on one of these. But I don't think we are. Right, we've got less than a minute. Let's go the other way along it. Last minute time. Wait, did we go? Which way did we go along it? Orchard Plaza. I mean, that's a clue, in it. Everywhere's named Orchard. And this place, East Port Orchard, Port Orchard. And it's on the 16. I'm going to run out of time. Oh, the bad camera went away. Nah. No, I've been had. Oh, we were looking in the wrong place. So, where should we have been looking? Oh, South Orchard Street there, which is a much smaller road, actually. But where we so we were actually in Tacoma. It's just that the district was called Orchard. I feel a bit unlucky there that there was a place called Port Orchard. That was a bit misleading, but still 34 kilometers off. It's not the worst I've ever done. I mean, when you sort of zoom out, it's like, okay, I was still in the right area of the world. Right, on to round number 4. Ooh, this one's interesting. Albania, maybe? No. Bhutan. Well, that's very lucky. You cannot get much luckier than that. Thimphu, Bhutan. Okay. Right. Shall we try and make this the shortest round ever? Bhutan is where exactly? That's a question, isn't it? Where's Bhutan? I don't know. I didn't think that would be the issue. I didn't think the issue would be that I don't know where Bhutan is. This point where I suspiciously like freeze the game and just suddenly find it. It's like out in. I thought it was there, but that's Brunei, and that's Indonesia, isn't it? And it ain't one of those islands, and it ain't anywhere else. It's got to be in this area somewhere, right? Bhutan. I don't believe I don't know where it is, but it's in it's in this series of islands somewhere, isn't it? It's not very well signposted. Bhutan, Thimphu. I'm kicking myself. I really am. I don't know why I'm clicking down the streets because, I mean, that's not going to tell me where Bhutan is on a map. I'm a bit gutted, I've got to admit, for not knowing where a whole country is. It'll be the first time ever that I've not known where a country is. I'm usually pretty good at placing countries on maps, especially when I can see the map and I can read the country names. It's a tiny country, Bhutan. Is it more near India? Is it like off the Indian coast or something? It feels like it's a Malaysian country though. I mean, there they've got, yeah. But is it somewhere? It's an island, isn't it, Bhutan? Oh no, it's not. It's there. Oh, on Thimphu. Woohoo! We're in the game. We're in the game. Chris has learnt where Bhutan is. I thought Bhutan was a gas. That's butane, isn't it? Snow leopard trekking on Gacho Lam Thimphu. Ah, you see, now this is going to take some map reading skill because it's not a very well organised town, is it now? Lam clearly means street. I'm like doing this with my head because I'm trying to figure out like, like so the mountains and things go to the south of us, which is a bit misleading. Okay, right. This is maybe not the clue that I hoped it was. So what we need to do then is we need to go down this way. Come on, Google. You can do it. I'm not going to be able to remember every twist and turn on the way down here, but what I'm trying to do is get down to the nearest main road like I was a minute ago and just see if I can pick up a landmark. So we're going north here. the Royal Thai Consulate. Is that going to be on the map? Ministry of Education. There's government buildings up there. The Supreme Court's there. And this does sort of go north. Maybe somewhere around there. What's this place? Unknown. Got 4 minutes left. Got a feeling that this is going to be another one where I'm like just a couple of like 100 meters out or something. You know, maybe not 100 meters, but somewhere like up to a kilometer or something like that. The Construction Association. I want to find that big landmark that I found now. That was, I didn't realize it at the time, but that big monument that I saw on that roundabout is probably going to be on a map, isn't it? Oh crap, I've got myself lost. I was on a main road and now I'm not. Oh, come on, take me the way that I click, please. Keep ending up in this car park. Oh, can't be doing with this. Now I'm going back up the hill. And I'm in a different car park. Oh, bugger. How did I get here? Help. Help. I'm stuck in a dead end. Oh, no. 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 Move. Come on. Right, I'm using the keyboard. I'm using the keyboard. This is unnavigable. Right. I didn't click on any of those directions to end up there. Google just sort of hijacked me. Right. So we're going now down the hill. I'm just using the keyboard every now and then till we reach this main road. This main road goes north-south. So, I mean, that main road there, I wonder if that's this road here that we've just been up and down. But apparently that's a Whisker's pet store, not the, was it the agriculture or building departments. Is there a name on the road? That'd be useful, wouldn't it? Now, this is one of those countries that doesn't put names on roads. That's great. So there's this big thing down here, though. Does that big thing there have a name? It clearly does, but are they going to advertise the name somewhere? Wait, I can maybe find out if I've got time. I've only got a minute, 2 minutes left though. I need to get close enough so that I can read that sign and tell me what it is. Surely I should be able to find that on the map. I wonder if that's this road. It's definitely not the community police centre. I'm saying that. It's not. No, it's not a clock tower. Hmm. National Memorial. That's got to be it. And then we were up here somewhere. Right. 28 seconds. It's the usual rush. It's the usual rush. Can we find cacio lamb? No. Which way does cacio lamb go? It goes north-south. Oh, told you we'd be in less than a kilometre. Yeah, I found it just at the last moment, that National Memorial, it was there. And we were up here. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have found that though. I mean, maybe need another 10 minutes and then I would have eventually stumbled on this road here, which does go north-south, and it's really on the outskirts, but still managed to get within a kilometre. I mean, it looks quite far away until you zoom out on the map of the world and go, oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, it was pretty damn accurate there. Right, we are onto the final round. So let's see. Nobody's tried to troll me yet with suggestions. Where are we? We've had some decent rounds so far, I reckon. Oh, this one looks like it could be difficult. I think we're on to the final boss battle here. Low resolution sign that briefly says something about Fantasia. The problem with ones like this is there ain't nothing to see but trees. And trees don't tell you where you are. Well, not normal trees anyway. If you find some special trees, they might. Yeah. Something with some writing on would be a nice start. Well, something with some writing on that I can read. Right now, I don't even know what country we're in. I don't know what part of the world we're in. This is a quick way to score 0 points. We've used the first minute already, and we're still none the wiser. This is not easy. Just anything with some writing on it. A road sign, please. Otherwise, I'm just going to have to guess. I'm thinking maybe Spain. Like rural Spain. Because there's agriculture, there's machinery. Our sign in English saying stop. Ah, Galicia. Ah, we are in Spain. I'm getting good at these guesses. We've also got the region of Spain. Shame I can't remember where Galicia is. Sorry to my Spanish friends who are now just going to laugh their heads off at me for not knowing. That's like me saying I don't know where Birmingham is. Yeah, I can't remember where Galicia is in Spain. I don't remember my provinces particularly well. But at least I know it's in Spain. So it was a decent first guess. There's a lot of countryside over there, so let's just say it's there for now. Let's not waste too much time on it either. This is going to be very difficult to place on a map. I will say that. Yeah, I mean, just if you're thinking that was a bit fluky there, saying that it was Spain and then it turns out it is. Well, there's clues. I mean, the buildings are, albeit old and rural, they're built to a high standard, you know, for the period that they were built. So I was just thinking, like, this is a country that has clearly been through some kind of industrial revolution. They've got nice sort of stone-built buildings, probably dating back to the 1800s. So in that way, you know, sort of a bit like England. Deputation de Lugo. Well, yeah, okay. Well, I don't know where Lugo is either. Yeah, and I was just thinking, then climate-wise, the fact that the fields are also well kept and that there's a lot of agriculture, you know, looks like Spain. You could imagine cars driving around here on a rally, couldn't you? The Spanish rallies are pretty cool. But yeah, it was an educated guess, though. You know, it was still a bit of a guess. And unfortunately, we've got one of these clicky puzzles where we could be a long time before we find a main road. I'm banking on finding a main road and being able to locate the road number, but I still don't know where in Spain I am, other than it's Galicia, and I don't know where that is. I thought glaciers were what like Iceland had lots of. Ooh, information sign. Lugo is definitely a province. Hmm. Thing is Lugo a major province in Spain, or is it just like a minor province? You know, is that like a district? Am I looking for like the equivalent of Stratford? There was a sign there with some directions, but it seems to have disappeared. There. Sobrado. Lugo's there. Oh my god, I'm so lucky. Oh, that is a fluke. Lugo is literally right on my mouse. And then we're on a road that goes Castroverde and Sobrado. Oh, and these are LU roads. Castroverde. Oh my god, I actually put my mouse on Castroverde. Right, okay. Which way is it saying Castroverde is? Castroverde is sort of like to the north of us. And Sobrado more south. Be nice if they gave me some distances, wouldn't it? Or am I just being really ungrateful now because it's just told me exactly where I am? There was a road sign with a blurry road number on it, and that'd be gold right now. I ignored it at the time because it was too insignificant of a road. Let's just go back to the beginning. Let's take a risk. Let's gamble. Let's go the other way along the road. We've gone one way along the road, but I mean, try to find an. I mean, this is not even a C road. You know, this is Farmers Field Road. But the Spanish do like to number their roads. Oh no, it's blurred the place name. Irexi and Uriz. Okay. Ah, Irexi. There. Irexi and Uriz. Are we on this road? Are we on this road? So the road forks into a Y shape, which could be that there. Hang on, the Y is facing south though, so we could actually be there. Is this a cemetery? Yes, this is the cemetery. We are there. We are exactly there. So then where did we start? We started at a Y junction and we went to the west from the starting place. At a Y junction though, there isn't a Y junction on here. Unless that's that one. And we've gone along this bit. We've got a minute to figure it out. So the road curves round south. It's a very curvy road, that's the problem. It's very difficult to get your bearings. We're going west, and then we reach that junction very quickly. Yeah, so we're there. We're there. This is it. We've got it exact. It's there. That's the Y junction. I think. So that's facing to the east. Could be that. We've got a bit more time. I didn't think I'd actually be able to figure this one out. I'm quite proud of myself. So the road goes south. This is the problem. It's too curvy. It's too hard to get your bearings because there's not a single bit of straight road. But that path down there, I think is, wait, is that path? That path is south of us, which I think is that. So we're either there or there. I'm just gonna click it. Ah! Well, I still got 5,000 points. Actually, that was close enough. I disagree with where it says I was actually, because there's clearly no Y bend there. But that was close enough. You need to be within 150 meters to get full points. So we did it. We actually nailed it. That's close enough for 5,000 points. That was a good ending. That was lucky that I had a feeling that we were in the north of Spain, not knowing where Galicia is, but knowing that fields and things be in the north of Spain. Then got lucky that I happened to just put my mouse on Lugo, then happened to put my mouse on this. Where was the other place that I put my mouse on? It wasn't the place here. It was Castroverde, wasn't it? We found Castroverde and then just randomly found Irexi. Yeah, wow. Sometimes you get lucky. 24,890 points and a total distance of 36 kilometers away from the flags. So there you go. You can sort of see. Let's do a breakdown. So these were the different guesses. They're all pretty much on top of each other at this view, but obviously if you zoom in, then you'll sort of see how far out I was. Right. Hope you enjoyed the stream. We're going to wrap up, but hold on a second because I'm about to put into the chat the link for next week's game. So what you can do is you can play the game between now and the live stream, and that will put a leaderboard up, and you'll be able to see your guesses on the map as I play along next week. So if you think you can do better, come and challenge me. It's harder than it looks, although I did get lucky this time. So we're going to just click on this challenge here, and this is the URL, and I will put that in the chat. Bada bing, bada boom. I'll put it in the video description as well for people who are watching this on replay. So thanks for joining me. I'm going to wrap up now just before 10 o'clock at night. Go get a beer, and I hope you all have a good weekend if you're watching it on